Hello everyone, our lesson today is the entry 2 mock listening and speaking exam, and the title of the lesson is Me and My Community. So if you look, this is activity 1. This is activity 1, the listening activity, and I have, as you can see, 4 questions. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have typed the answers for you. The answers are blue. The answers are blue. Now when you listen, you do not need to understand everything. When you listen, you do not need to understand everything. Try to understand the answers for the questions. Try to understand the answers for the questions. Read the questions carefully and slowly. Read the questions carefully and slowly, and then when you listen, if you know the answer, write it quickly. If you don't know the answer, don't worry. It's okay. You can listen second time. Second time you listen, you write the answers. If you don't know the answer second time, you listen 3 times for the recording. And I say understanding a question is half the answer. Understanding a question is half the answer. So what is question 1? Where is the careers department? Career is job, is a job. What color is the door next to the main library entrance? As I said, the answers are blue, so I type the answers for you to save time and to understand the answers. Name 2 pieces. So 2 pieces, maybe you can make it dark like this. Name 2 pieces of personal information. 2 pieces of personal information you need to give. So when you listen, what personal information do you need to give? Tell me 2. Who is the speaker talking to? You have to choose the friends, co-workers. What's the meaning of co-workers? It means the workers who work together. New students, and that's the end. So I'm going to play the recording for you, and if I hear the answer, I'm going to highlight. This is highlight. If I highlight like this, it means I heard the answer. So if I hear the answer in the recording, I'm going to highlight like this. This means I am writing it down, and this is what you have to do in your exam.
Entry level 2, Me and My Community. Right, you know where the library is. It's on the 4th floor. Well, the careers department is on the 4th floor as well. You take the red door next to the main library entrance. You can't miss it. I'll make an appointment for each of you now. I have my diary with me. Just let me take your details and I'll write them down. I'll start with you. I need your name, address and telephone number, please. Oh, and I'd like to know what kind of job or training you're interested in.
So this is how you answer the questions. So where is the careers department? Is on the 4th floor, or you can write near the library. What color is the door next to the main library entrance? Red. If you make a spelling mistake, don't worry. This is a listening exam. Name 2 pieces of personal information you need to give. So name, you need to give your name. You can put name or my name, address or my address, telephone number, job or training interested to. So here I write 4: name, address, telephone number, job. You only need to give 2 in the exam. And as I said, you can say my name, you can say my address, my telephone number. Who is the speaker talking to? The answer is new students. New students. And this is the end of activity 1. Activity 2, you have up to 15 minutes to do this activity. This activity will be recorded. So the teacher is going to record this activity. Introduce yourself. This means you have to spell your name, you have to give your address and postcode. So we have 2 questions here and then 2 questions here. Tell your teacher, your tutor is your teacher, about your work or study. Tell your teacher, you have to say what you are doing at the moment, and you have to say what you plan to do in the future, what you want to do in the future. Now these 2 questions, I write the answer for you here, as you can see. So if a teacher asks you, for example, can you spell your name please? What is the answer? I spell my name as J A M E S H A R D Y. Do it very slowly, speak clearly, and try to give a sentence. So from I spell up to the end, this is like a sentence. Don't just give one word and that's it. If I say, can you spell your name please, and you say James, this is not a sentence. You have to say I spell my name as James. Can you give me your address and telephone number please? My address is 23 Green Road, Birmingham, B14 6GT. Again, you have to give a sentence. Number 1. Number 2, you tell me the number of the road, the name of the road, and also the area. Maybe you have to put the area. Just put Aston, no problem. Any area, no problem. Aston, Birmingham, B14, B6, no problem. In the exam, if you make a mistake in the address, no problem. We just want to know, you give me the name of the street, the number of the street, the name of the street, the name of the area, the name of the city, and the postcode. So if you say B6, B7, B8, no problem. Before the exam, you have to know your address, and you should know how to say it. My telephone number is 079 865 43200. Again, speak slowly, speak clearly, and this way you will pass your exam. Now, so I answered the question. This, spell your name, give your address, telephone number, and postcode. Now here, say what you are doing at the moment, these 2 questions. Before you speak, you plan. Before you speak, you plan. What is plan? You write short answers. You write ideas or short answers. This is how you plan. Say what you are doing at the moment. Doing exam, thinking about answers, making notes. Say what you plan to do in the future. Work as a chef, get married, live in a beautiful house, have children. So this is what you want to do in future. Now, these are short answers. They are not sentences. The blue, ones are short answers. These are short answers, they are not sentences. So when you plan, we don't write sentences. When you speak, you say sentences. So you plan, you say doing exam, but when you speak, you say I am doing an exam. Thinking about answers. This is a short answer, but when you speak, you say I am thinking about answers, or the answers to the questions. So this is how you plan, how you make short answers or ideas. How do you speak? Now I am doing my listening and speaking exam with my teacher. I am making notes and telling my teacher about the answers. So here I use present continuous. The question is present continuous. What are you doing? Are doing is present continuous. The answer is I am doing. I am making. So I'm doing is a present continuous. I'm making is a present continuous. This means you understand the question, because the question is present continuous. The answer is present continuous. And also you are using a sentence. From here to here, this is sentence. From capital letter to full stop. And from here to here, this is a sentence. Of course, the blue answer is how you speak. This is how you speak. You don't write this. You don't write it. This is how you speak. I give you an example about how to speak. Next one, say what you plan to do in the future. In future, I hope to work as a chef. Again, what you plan to do. Again, this is what? Present simple. Present simple. So you plan, I plan, it means plan is present simple. The question is present simple. The answer is present simple. So hope is a present simple. I hope to work as a chef. I want. Want is present simple. I have present simple tense, of course. I want to get married. I want to live in a beautiful house and have children. So in this way, you answer activity 2. Activity 3, again, the same, like you have to plan, you have to speak clearly and slowly. You have up to 15 minutes to do this activity. Talk with a partner. It means a student. So 2 students have to speak together. 2 students have to speak together about learning and education. Tell your partner about your experiences of learning English. So tell the other student about experiences of learning English. Did you learn English before? Do you have positive experience? Do you have a negative experience? Did you like English before? Who was your teacher? So you speak about these things. Your likes and dislikes of learning a language. What do you like about learning English? Or maybe something you don't like. So what do you dislike about learning English? So you and the other student will speak about these 2 points. After this, you have to ask your partner, your classmate, or your another student. You have to ask another student 2 or more questions. So you can ask 2 questions. This is minimum. If you want to ask more, this is better. Ask them 2 questions or more than 2 questions about learning and education. You can use this space to make notes. Here I show you how to make notes. How to make notes, as you can see. And when we make notes, we make short answers. We do not write sentences. We write ideas. We write ideas. We write short answers. So this first question, tell your partner about your experiences of learning English. You say English good, learn speaking, listen to teacher, write homework. So these are ideas. They are short answers. They are not sentences. What do you like and what do you dislike? I like speaking and grammar. Make friends. Do not like evening lessons, small classroom. Again, these are ideas, these are short answers, and this is how you plan, how you write short answers before you speak. How to speak. This is how to speak. I think English is good for me. So this is a sentence. In this way, you are showing your teacher you can speak a correct sentence. I want to learn how to speak well. I always listen to teacher and write homework. So here you write English good. This is not a sentence. When you speak, you say, I think English is good for me. This is a sentence. Here you write, learn speaking, and here you write, I want to learn how to speak well. I like speaking and grammar. I can make friends on my course. I do not like evening lessons. Also, I should be capital all the time. I do not like a small classroom. So this is how you do activity 3. Ask your partner 2 or more questions about learning and education. Question 1, what do you can put like this, what do you like about your course? Do you want to study another course? Is grammar important for you? Again, because I said it's better to ask 3 questions. And as I said, the teacher is going to record activity 2 and activity 3. Now this is how you pass. Again, advice for the exam. When you are doing the listening and speaking exam, what you do, number 1, breathe. Don't be nervous like this, nervous. Try to understand the question very well and answer the question very well. Prepare your answers. So before you speak, you write short answers, you write ideas. When you are ready, you speak to the teacher. Speak slowly and clearly. Do not speak too slow and do not speak too fast. Be yourself. Say the sounds and words correctly. Give an interesting example or a story about the exam question. Maybe sometimes if you don't have ideas, you can tell a story. You can say, I know a friend, he is learning English, he is doing very well. So that's okay. But the question is, you have to speak about yourself. So you have to speak about yourself. I am learning English, I am enjoying my course, etc. But sometimes if you don't, if the teacher asks you a question and you don't know like how to answer this question, so you have to tell a story. For example, if I say, tell me a story which happened to you, maybe you don't know what to say, so you can tell me a story. You say, I don't have a story to tell you, but I can tell you about my friend. I have a friend, etc. He did this and this. And so this way, this makes you speak more English. Number 9, use your face, your eyes, your hands. This is body language. It's important in communication. Forget about grammar and words and think about the question only. Forget about grammar and words and think about the question only. You can make jokes if you want. One joke maybe, that makes you feel comfortable. So don't think about grammar mistakes. Again, as I said, think about the question only. I repeat this 2 times. It's number 10 and number 11. Maybe we don't need number 12 because the same, 10 and 12. Number 12, try to do a mock exam with your teacher, a practice exam with the teacher. So this will help you to understand how to do the listening and speaking exam and how to answer the questions. Number 13, remember many students passed before you. So if students pass the exam before you, you will pass your exam. So be confident, do your best, and hopefully, I hope you will pass your exam. And number 14, practice, practice, and practice. So this is the end of the entry to mock listening and speaking exam, me and my community. You can watch it again and again so you understand how to answer the questions in your exam. Thank you for listening and all the best.